What's up YouTube, this is Card Games WA here, bringing you my Spellbook deck profile for the 2014 Banlist. With that, let's get straight into it. First off, we start with 3 High Priestess of Prophecy, our main boss monster of the deck, which we want to get to as quick as possible. We then play 3 Spellbook Magician of Prophecy, our main searcher of the deck, who will allow us to quickly add a spellbook card to our hand. Lastly, for our monsters, we play 3 Justice of Prophecy. This card on the end phase allows us to add our High Priestess and a spellbook to our hand. Now, for our spells, we play 3 Spellbook Library of the Crescent, 3 Spellbook of Secrets, 2 Spellbook of the Master, 2 Wisdom, 2 Power. Now, a lot of people contemplate whether to run 1 or 2 Wisdoms. In my case, I do run 2. However, you can take them down to 1 and add in more traps if you do want to. We then play 2 Eternity, 2 Tower, the 1 Fate, 1 Life, 1 Book of Moon, and lastly 2 Duality. Now, this card does limit us if we need to get Priestess out on the field. However, if we do not have her in the hand, the chances of us special summoning are really low. So this just allows us to get to our life and get to our Spellbook Magician a lot quicker. For our traps, we also play 3 Reckless Greed. This card, a lot of people don't run it because it slows down our deck. In my opinion, I don't reckon it does, because if we have Tower on the field, we're still getting our draw at the beginning of our turn, and really, I don't see any negatives with this card. It's just too good not to run. We also play 3 Fiendish Chain, 2 Dimensional Prison, and lastly, for our one-offs, we simply play 1 Solemn Warning and the 1 Bottomless Trap Hole. That's it for our main deck. Now, the extra deck is a little bit limited, considering that we don't have many cards to make many XCs with. However, we can make Herald of Pure Light, Armored Kappa, Dark Mist, Gachi Gachi, and Shining Elf. These are unfortunately the only monsters I have to run at the moment. We can make things like Big Eye, Draco Sack, and even if we want to, Master of Blades. But really, you would only want to do that if you're in a tight spot or going for game. Most of the time we would want to keep hold of our priestesses on the field. We can also make Degasto Phoenix, I believe it is, which allows us to go for our OTKs, but unfortunately I do not have one of those either. But apart from that, really limited XCs deck. Most of the time you don't really need it, but if you do, it's just there and it helps. Right, that brings us to the end of my 2014 Spellbook deck profile. I hope you liked it. Please do subscribe and like this video. Thank you.